And now our last Bimota, and the last Bimota that we bought for the collection is a DB4, D standing for Ducati. It's essentially a Ducati 900 SS underneath. Ducati making engines available to Bimota at the time. A lot of the D series, the DB series Ducatis all ran the 900 SS motor, so it was readily available and a good reliable unit. So yes, this runs the belt-driven engine. A belt change on this bike will take roughly 3 hours. It took me 3 hours to do the belt change on it because you just cannot get to anything. Spend a lot of time modifying tools just to get to the belts and get the covers off to actually get the belts in there. So again, not design over design or form over function, you could say. Beauty over practicality. Amazing bike. This bike actually has 23 kilometers on it, so it's brand new. 26. It had 21 when I bought it. Sorry, it's got 21 on it. It had 20 when I bought it, so I've done 2. So there you go, mostly around the block. That's essentially Ducati. So we've lost our Bimota clocks, which is really unfortunate because you're sort of back to thinking, oh, okay, I'm riding a Ducati. Sounds like a Ducati. I will come over to the other side and show you one unique feature of the DB4. Let me just negotiate this light here, sorry. And that is the exhaust system. So, always being one, if you think, those of you who know Bimotas, the bike before this, the DB3, and what it looked like, the Manta. DB4 runs these 2 pipes on the side here, which are very stylish. Of course, in the Italian colours of red, white, and green. And in Bimota tradition, you've got a seat. The full body fairing again comes off very simply, and Bimota taking notice of the ability to do an oil change, did split the fairing, so you can actually get in there and do an oil change without taking off the whole front wheel and everything. Whereas on the YB7 over here, to actually get to do an oil change and change the oil filter, you have to take off front wheel and the fairing. They do say you're supposed to be able to spread the fairing apart to get the fairing off. However, when you hear the cracks and creaks and groans when you're trying to do it with 30-year-old plastic, it's better just to take the front wheel off. Doesn't take that long. So there we go, the Bimota DB4. The other thing to notice here is the beam has gone from more into the trellis style on the chassis rather than the beam chassis of the others. The BB1 runs a similar trellis again for weight saving amongst other stuff. But yeah, we've gone from beam. But again, if you look at the line of the main beam running from the headstock to the straight to the swing arm pivot mount, you understand why Bimotas handle the way they do. Lovely piece of machinery, the Bimota DB4.